Good evening, I'm Keith Kate.
And I'm Stacy Scheibel. Thank you for joining us. A former detective with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is calling for Sheriff Chad Chronister's resignation. On top of that, a community activist is demanding an independent FDLE investigation into that agency.
Some of the sheriff's top leaders are facing academic cheating allegations, as we've mentioned here. They have been named in an internal affairs investigation. 8 on your side investigator Brittany Muller joining us in studio with the latest developments on this.
Keith, Stacy, good evening. A captain resigned and 2 colonels and another captain by the name of Zelida Stearns are under internal investigations for allegations of academically cheating. Now, a former HCSO detective and a community activist separately wrote letters to state leaders calling for independent investigations.
These circumstances of late have opened this door for us to actually show the public that we've been talking about for several years.
James Stahlschmidt is a former HCSO detective who served from 1999 until his resignation in 2018. In this letter signed by Stahlschmidt and sent to the governor's office, he is demanding the removal or resignation of Sheriff Chad Chronister. He claims Sheriff Chronister and his command staff have been consistently mired in controversy, with multiple members under investigation or previously disciplined.
I left on my own will. I was pretty much fed up with how I saw some cases handled.
Sheriff Chronister says Stahlschmidt's internal affairs file contains multiple investigations for allegations of untruthfulness, violations of general proficiency, and abuse of the sheriff office's equipment and vehicles. 8 on your side has told you Chief Deputy Anthony Collins resigned in July. Collins admitted to hiring a man named Robert Roish.
He paid somebody to do his coursework at the prestigious FBI National Academy.
And since then, the sheriff's office says Captain Laura Rivera put in her resignation on Thursday, amid allegations she had paid Roish to write her captain's project for her.
And they're able to resign or retire at full retirement and walking away. So that in whole, you have to question who's in charge, but who's investigating the investigators.
HCSO says Colonel Michael Hannaford is now under investigation for also hiring Roish to write a report relating to a project. And so is Colonel Chris Rule for hiring Roish to write a research paper for a class with FDLE. But Stahlschmidt claims there are even more. But the sheriff's office disputes those claims, adding the office remains committed to a complete, thorough, fair, and transparent investigation into any misconduct allegations.
And I think that the State Attorney General's office should take over this entire investigation and apply criminal charges where they should be applied for fraud.
In a statement, Sheriff Chronister writes, as with any internal inquiry, we will follow established procedures to ensure the facts are gathered objectively and any appropriate actions are taken based on evidence, not speculation. Some may say you're a disgruntled former Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office employee. What would be your response?
Absolutely, I am.
And Stahlschmidt is not the only one. Community activist Anthony Gilbert wrote this letter to the Lieutenant Governor's office demanding an independent FDLE investigation as well as transparent and criminal accountability.
How far does this go? How untrustworthy are they? So if they're having this misconduct from the top levels, from colonels to captains, what does it say about the street level? We just want to make sure that everybody is held accountable.
Sheriff Chronister continues to write, I remain committed to accountability and transparency, which includes investigating employee misconduct. The integrity of this entire organization depends on confronting issues directly, uncovering truth, and taking appropriate action.
So right now, it's still an internal affairs investigation. But what about this idea of sending it to an outside organization? I mean, the Attorney General, I mean, as this gentleman mentioned.
Right. We don't know that right now. We don't know the status of any outside agency coming in. We have reached out to the Florida Attorney General's office, the Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office, FDLE, as well as the FBI. These agencies have not gotten back to us, but it's important to note here, these are agencies and offices that typically don't reveal whether or not that they have an ongoing, pending, active investigation. So there's a lot of questions remain here, and we're going to see this continue to play out.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. And if you have something you would like Brittany to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.